Dudes as well as dudettes. Happy Friday, what's going on? Welcome to another live stream. I absolutely crushed my week this week, so I don't have too much to do today. And my staff is off because of Easter. So I decided I'd come and hang out with you guys. So that's it. Ask me any questions you have. Of course, let's talk about the subject line of this real quick. I'm going to be breaking down in a few ways how my business does over $30,000 a day, pretty much on average. But I want to stress one thing. I don't suggest in any way you're going to do anywhere near those numbers. And in fact, it took me 1.5 years when I first started my first business to really get any results. So this is not me coming on here and saying you can make 30K in a day or 10K in a day or even 1,000 or 500 bucks in a day. It's just me saying it's what my business did yesterday. And if you'd like to discuss it, you'd like to hang out, you'd like to talk about it, there you go. We also have a pretty cool special like we always do for you guys today, but mainly I just want to hang out, give you guys some value, and I'll talk about the crazy special that we're doing tomorrow. So there you go. There's the numbers. Throw your questions in. I'm going to invite a few people here via our ManyChat system, and then I'll get to answering the questions as soon as I get this out. So give me 2 seconds, and that's what I'm doing. Oh, don't load that up. And that's that. Cool. All right, guys, what's going on? Someone said, Alex, how much am I making on average per month? Man, just going straight for the personal stuff. My business, from all my processors combined, I believe last month, if we go through March, I think it did around 1.4 million total, a little bit over that across all my businesses. That's not all profit though. If you take in PayPal, you take in our one processor on Stripe, you take in our other processor on Stripe, and I spent $550,000 on ad spend. So that's the over-under, and there's probably about $100,000 in staff cost. So you can do the math right there. Yeah, so that's the numbers right there. You should, any person that comes online and talks about building a business, you should be able to ask them those questions. They should be able to tell you with exact numbers. Someone said so Jonathan asked, were you happy when you started? I mean, at the start of making your business online? Yeah, because really the greatest part of building a business isn't the money. You can make money being an employee. You can make a lot of money being an employee. The reason why I was so happy is because I was building something, and my personality type and who I am and my purpose, I love building things. And the more I dive deep into building things and the more I focus on that instead of other stuff, the more money my business makes. And the more discipline I get towards focusing on my passion, which is building stuff, the more money I make, the more fun I have, and the happier I am. So yeah, I was thrilled because that's my calling, that's my purpose, that's my divine reason for being here. So yeah, I was very happy. How long have I been doing this? I've been doing online business since I was, I would say 22 years old, but I wasn't very successful at it when I was 22 years old. I started getting a lot of success, I believe. Don't quote me on this because I don't remember the exact time when I started having a lot of success, but it was between 23 and 24. That's when I started having a lot of success. 2013 was my first 7-figure year. And I believe the year before that, I didn't make that much money. I mean, I think I made like over $100,000, but it really slingshot in 2013. So I've been doing this 6 years. I always say a decade. It feels like it's been like 10 years. Someone said, can I get to 10K a month in only a few hours per week? See, Greg, your problem right there, dude, is what you're really asking that question is, how can I make more than most people make? You'd be in the 1% of the entire world. How can I be in the 1% of the world while giving no real value back out of myself? If you're working a few hours a week, how good is your business really going to be for the customer? How good is your product going to be? How good is your company going to be? And the answer is it's not going to be very good. It's not going to be very good because there's plenty of people that are willing to work 70 hours a week for 10K a month, and you're going to run into those people, and they're just going to have better businesses to you. So my opinion on that is, dude, I know people all the time that have built successful businesses working 2 to 3 hours a day, but I mean, I think that's not long term. That's not long term. And my view on that as well is you better be damn good at what you do. You better be really, really, really good and know exactly what you're doing if you think you're going to make it off 3 hours a day. And in HCOM, all the time, we see customers come in, they join HCOM, and we see people getting, to 5,000, 10,000, 15,000 a month, and they do that in an extra 2 to 3 hours a day that they have because they're employees right now, and then they have a little bit of extra time left over to work. And by the way, you guys can't buy HCOM on the stream. I'm not advertising this to you at all. I'm not even going to give you a link to it. I'm not selling that on the stream. And because I want to keep this value-based. I don't want you guys to be thinking there's some hidden sales pitch coming. And I see people do that all the time, but that's because in HCOM what we do is we train them to be super effective with those hours. And the first thing we tell them once they go full-time is you better go in 10 hours a day, 8 hours a day, because you're not going to have that advantage for too long. If your advantage is only, if you can generate that working 2 to 3 hours a day without working too hard, your advantage isn't going to remain for years. It just isn't, because you're not doing anything special, especially in that time frame. Someone said, what's the hardest decision you had to make so far? Really deciding to focus on only 2 companies right now. And the companies work well together, so only focusing really on one thing. I used to focus on all sorts of different businesses and all sorts of different models and didn't have much discipline. And having to cut out all those businesses and say no to people that I had said, okay, let's do this with, that was really hard to do. Becoming a Millionaire says, hey, Alex, do you know the issue going off Market Hero due to all emails that are going to spam? I don't like blaming the customer, but you need to understand that your autoresponder doesn't control your delivery. It does to a certain extent. So, for example, if you're on MailChimp, if you're on Infusionsoft, yeah, the IP you're sending from, it matters. It definitely does matter. But I fire from some of the best IPs on the planet, and I'll still hit spam. The problem with why you're spamming, dude, is because your emailing is shit. I love you. I love you. Thank you so much for being a customer. This has, I hate putting it back on you, but if you're hitting spam, like it's so bonkers to me. Google has the best AI on planet Earth when it comes to sorting email. They have the best on planet Earth. Do you think they're going to be deceived by a person who's spamming and sending crummy email just because they switched their IP address? That's ludicrous. That's how stuff worked 10 years ago, dude. So if you want to get really good delivery at Market Hero or any autoresponder, what you must do is you must clean up your emailing. You must have high open rates. If you're not getting 20% open rates on your email, you're spamming. You're spamming. And Google sees that. If you're not getting high click-through rates and people are not opening and interacting with your emails, you're spamming. Stop spamming. And Google will go and identify you as a non-spammer. It comes down to your domain. It comes down to your IP. It comes down to the copy in the letter, and it comes down to the places you're linking out to. Probably the domain you're sending from and the site that you're linking to has been identified by Google's AI as spam. That's why you're hitting the spam inbox. So fix that. Stop it. I went through the same stuff. There was one time where my email took a massive dip. I'm like, what's going on? And we had to dig deep into it, and that's why. That's the difference between email. If you hit up my support, they're going to look at it, and even if you get to my top level, the head of email at Market Hero, they're going to take 2 looks at it, look at your email, and go, this is absolute garbage 9 out of 10 times. That's one of the reasons at Market Hero we're really transitioning to tracking and data management, because email is just, you can't always get everybody results with email. How would you turn off the red light? Because the red light therapy system only fires for 10 minutes at a time. Someone said, is an engineering degree worth it if you want to be an entrepreneur? It depends, because if you're the CEO of your company, you don't have time to be doing engineering. You just don't. You have to hire other engineers. So, but you can build your products in the beginning, and that is very useful. But once you get to 50K a month and stuff like that, you can't really be in your engineering department. You need to be the CEO. Someone says, is that a real Lambo in the background? Nope, totally fake. Totally fake Lambo. Did you do Sam Evans' courses before the Quantum one? No, I had Sam speak at one of my masterminds, and I was really impressed with him. And so I just joined his $36,000 mastermind like that. Someone said, what's the most black hat thing you ever done? I guess my old SEO tactics, but I don't really consider those black hat. They weren't like dirty black hat tactics. It was just like building PBNs and stuff like that. Becoming a millionaire, my team is going to tell you those things. They're not going to tell you your email shit. I'm going to tell you that your email's probably garbage. That's probably why. I can inbox just fine from Market Hero from the same IPs that you're firing from. So stop sending garbage email, or understand your email. I mean, that's 9 out of 10 times what's going on. Our staff doesn't always have. We have thousands and thousands of customers. We can't dig into every single person's email. It's just not going to happen. It takes about an hour or two to analyze someone's email. And so if you don't have a list of 100,000 people, we can't dig into your email. And we're just going to tell you, like, we're improving a few things, which we always are. We're always improving the system. But if you have garbage emails, you're going to get garbage delivery. Google, it doesn't matter where you're sending from. Do you recommend going to college if the cost is low? It depends on what you want to gain, dude. If you want to become an entrepreneur, there isn't much benefit to college. Someone said, what's up with Conquer? No updates? I don't own Conquer, dude. I sold that to ClickFunnels. Someone said, yo, what do you do for fun when you're not doing a business? I mean, I do basic things. I like to go get brunch with my girlfriend. I like to go get dinners with friends and family. That's one of my favorite things to do. I like to go see movies on Friday nights or Saturdays, which is my off day. Saturdays I don't work. But, man, no, 12 hours a day, I'm either working on my business or learning about my business. So I'm either working or reading or watching a documentary. That's it. And that's what I do for fun. I love it. I don't need outlets. This is what I do for fun. I do what I love every single day. That's why I'm good at it. Someone said selling digital courses or a SaaS company. You have no business building a SaaS company unless you're pulling in $30,000 a month. If you don't know how to get customers and you don't have money for funding, you don't need to be building a SaaS company. Do you have anything you're struggling with right now? Just constantly improving my brain and focus. That's always a struggle. Mastering yourself is very tough and becoming more disciplined. So, how do you find what you're passionate about? I mean, you guys ask me all the time. I get questions like this all the time. Okay? So, I'll just reload the numbers too. And again, guys, I'm not suggesting in any way with the subject of this video that you're going to make $30,000 a day. I'm not even suggesting you're going to make $1,500, $100 a day. I don't guarantee anything right here. In fact, when you start a business, you'll probably lose money. But someone said, how do you find what... I get these questions like, how do you stop procrastination? How do you find that one thing you're passionate about? You know, how do you overcome fear? How do you achieve discipline? Actually, this one's a little bit easier. Discipline's easy. But what you're passionate about, how to get over fear, how to stop procrastination, if there was a blueprint or a system to overcoming these things, everybody would do it. But 99% of people can't overcome these things because they don't know who they are. You have to know what you want, and you have to know who you are, and you have to master your mind. And I'm going to tell you right now, I have not... Let's see. Nicole, I was just looking at one comment. Some guy said my business got closed for tax fraud. Dude, you can literally, my business is up right now. That's the silliest comment I've read this entire year. I paid my taxes on Monday. So, okay. Anyways, that comment just stuck out to me. I'm like, someone's like, he committed tax fraud. I'm like, where is this coming from? What? All right. So, basically, if you want to overcome these things, you have to know what you want. And in order to know what you want, you have to think about it. You have to envision it. You have to look into the future at where you want to go and find the future you most identify with and excites you, and that you can get pumped up about working on, like that you truly are excited to work on. And so that's what you have to do. And that's hard to do that. You have to sit around, you have to master your mind, and you have to really know yourself. And the only way you can do that is with a lot of thought. And there's a lot of books that work. Psycho-Cybernetics, Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself are two really good books on that. And then you have to sit around and really identify what you want to do with your life and what you want to do. And most people don't know this. And so these things are really hard to get past. And so that's how you get past it. And you have to sit down and you have to work at it. Nicole, the same guy who said I commit tax fraud, said the guy that teaches Shopify. I don't teach Shopify either. Matt and Devin and HCOM teach Shopify. I'm the CEO of HCOM. I don't do or teach Shopify at all. You really got to figure out who I am and what I do before you try to insult me. There's plenty of things you could insult me on. You could insult me on the fact that I stutter or release grammatically incorrect post on Facebook, or all sorts of mistakes I've made. But I mean, you really should figure out who I am and what I do before you try to land a punch on me, because you just look goofy. It's like me going to a political rally and insulting the guy on stage based on like, I don't know, some stance that he's not even supporting. It just looks goofy. Yeah, there's all sorts of things. You could make fun of me because like sometimes when I get excited on streams, my neck gets all red. But you should really figure out what's going on. I just find it interesting. I just find it interesting. Someone said don't give people that attention. I like seeing the criticism, and I like seeing haters, because sometimes the haters actually are correct, but I like seeing the criticism because I like to know what people are thinking. And honestly, the person who's screaming crazy stuff, most of you guys are my fans, but the person screaming crazy stuff, it kind of just gives me insights on how I can better explain myself to you guys to be more straightforward and transparent, because I don't see all the angles. So, anyways. Someone said, what am I trying to accomplish this year? What I'm trying to do this year, most importantly, is last year I had like 10 different businesses. I had Conquer, I had Spectre, I had Market Hero. I had like 5 different info marketing and education businesses. And what I'm accomplishing this year is I sold Spectre to one of the partners. I sold Conquer. And I'm only focused on HCOM and Market Hero, but more so, I'm trying to get Market Hero in the position where I can scale it to, let's say, I have an exit amount that I want to get to at Market Hero. And in order to do that, I need to have about $5 million a month in reoccurring payments coming in. And I'm trying to structure the business around one thing that we can be best in the world at. And actually, I think we've accomplished that this next Monday. We're pushing a bunch of stuff live on the software tracking wise. It just makes us, bar none, the best tracking system for ads on planet Earth, unless you've hired like a hired developer and paid him like, I don't know, $30,000 to develop something. That's what it costs to create my tracking system. I mean, we tried to do that and it still messed up so many times. So what I'm doing is I'm building the team and Market Hero around one thing, and hiring the smartest people so that I can take the business to, my goal is I want to get it to $5 million a month in revenue. And so I'm really focused on structuring that. I'm not trying to get the $5 million a month in revenue. That's like my 5-year goal, but that's what I'm really focused on. How can we generate great content, know what you're talking about, and put a lot of effort into communicating clearly with people so they understand? Someone said, do you teach dropshipping and Market Hero? Is it still worth it? I mean, you guys can tell me this. People ask me all the time, is dropshipping worth it? And I'm not going to pitch you guys. I'm not pitching HCOM right now. I'm not going to give you a link. I'm not going to tell you where to go. I'm not going to tell you anything. But if you just go into... One sec. Like, if you just go into our group and you just skim through what's like going on. Like, people ask me, is dropshipping dead? This is just people posting unasked for testimonials. So like, here's a person that started, not much, but started the right direction. Person just got to $57 in sales a couple of weeks or so after starting. $57 a day. This person got to $26,000 a month. Let's keep going through right here. Person breaking $150 a day. Ashley, she's doing really good. Tons of people just getting their first sales. And as you go through, you're just going to start seeing people going through and getting the $71 a day. And these are all just people starting out. And then you go through, if you actually go to like our page where we collect everything, and these are just what people are posting in the group. But then you go through here and you're just going to see so many people going to like, you know, $900 a month, $2,000 this month, $2,000 this month. you know, keep throwing through. Broke 3,000 this month, broke 5,000 this month, 5,000 this month. This person actually got to like 15,000 a month really quickly. A new person, 5,000 a month, 12,000 a month. And like, so people ask me if it's dead, 110,000 a month, $355 a day, $323 a day, from 0 to 1,000 a month, 0 to 15,000 a month. So, I mean, people ask if it's dead, and I'm just going to tell you every single day I see evidence that it's not dead. So I'm just going to tell you no, and that's why. So that's what I would say as far as that goes. The end is near. Am I watching Endgame? In fact, Friday, I'm dressing up as Spider-Man and going to watch the movie with my friends Friday night. Someone said, Alex, do you drink tequila? If I'm going to drink, I'm going to try and drink a really, really, really high-end tequila, because that doesn't give me hangovers. But I have a very rigid system when it comes to hangovers. First off, you don't drink a lot, but you have to also make sure to take a lot of vitamin C, drink water with every drink. And before I go to bed, I take this very specific combination of vitamins. And then first thing in the morning, I'm going to hop into my hyperbaric chamber over there and turn that on. And that's going to get rid of any hangover. And I can actually have really productive days after having like 1 or 3 drinks. And that was something I really wanted to work on, because I like being able to go and have a few drinks with family and friends. Someone said opinions on that guy that made a video about me. I don't know what video you're referring to, but I assume it's negative. I mean, dude, my ads are seen by 500,000 to 700,000 people a day, and I have like 350,000 followers on my channel. I think it's weirder that there aren't more negative videos. Like if you look in this chat right now, there's only like 3 or 4 negative comments, and so thoughts on a person. I mean, one of the easiest way to get attention is to take someone else's name and talk shit about them. I mean, look at Logan Paul, look at Ty Lopez. So, I don't know. I haven't watched the video, but I know my products are damn good. I know that what I sell, I put tons of effort into, and I know I'm really proud about the results we get. And when we do make any errors, I'm all over that. So I know where I'm at. And so if another person wants to say something negative about me, if it's true or there's a problem that they're pointing out, I fix it. So that's the point. If someone says something negative, I haven't watched the video you're probably referring to, but if they say something negative, I'm going to go and find the truths to it and fix those. And if they are just saying lies to get attention or just exaggerating and running my name through the mud to get attention, I'm just going to ignore it. It doesn't really have anything to do. I mean, my business is doing just fine, and I'm not trying to win a high school popularity contest. How to switch from a black hat CPA business to a white hat whatever business. Dude, I've never done black hat CPA, so I have no idea. Someone said, do most companies still value social ROI or monetary ROI? Any company that values... I don't know, man. I know there's companies out there that have like a big following and a lot of likes, but likes don't pay the bills. Like the people I know that are doing the biggest numbers have no following online and you don't even know who they are. Modern Life says how to develop better discipline. You remove all the things that are causing you lack of discipline. What discipline is being able to sit down and focus on one thing and keep all your attention and thoughts on one thing in your life. And make zero bends to that path you're going on. That's discipline. And the way to have discipline, you can try all sorts of things, but the easiest thing is to remove everything that's not discipline. And I found that in business and a lot of other things, the easiest way forward is just to remove the things that are not discipline. Is going out with your friends or having any hobbies other than your business. That's lack of discipline. Is having Facebook open while you're working and checking your phone 5 times an hour. That's lack of discipline. That's lack of discipline. Is thinking negative thoughts when you're not working or while you are working and focusing on anything except your success moving forward. That's lack of discipline. That's the devil in your mind. That's a negative side of you trying to pull you into a drifting mentality through life. And so discipline is having that laser focus on the one thing and never shifting. And the easiest way to do that is to remove everything that's not that laser focus. And I don't have that completely. That's hard to do. That's something I work on every single day. I've been working on it so much this week. I have like little notebooks tracking what I'm doing and mistakes I make in discipline. Someone said, oh, so Alex, let's create a high-end tequila. Man, Alex, I'd be useless at that. I know software. I know advertising online very well. I know nothing about tequila, man. My last business, Spectre, I had to get out of there because I was useless at it, you know? Someone said, dude, I always wonder when seeing your ads, why would dropshippers want other people to dropship since they're losing their marketplace, right? No, that's not really how there is. I could see that logic and that makes sense. I get it. But e-commerce is a multi-trillion-dollar industry. There's new products opening every single day. There's new niches every single day. And if we got, let's say, 50,000 people to build successful dropshipping stores from our course, it wouldn't even be a drop in the bucket. And our course isn't so much about drop shipping. That's how we help people make money, but it's more so about teaching people to be entrepreneurs and disciplined people. That's what it is. If you learn that, e-commerce could be your first business, but you're going to build another business. A lot of people in HCOM to get the 50 to 100K a month, they usually go and create spin-off businesses using what they learned in HCOM. That's what I did. When my first business was like a blog and like SEO, and then I turned it into software, and then I turned SEO into like a SaaS company for sending emails, and now I'm turning that SaaS company into like a data management. And I'm not going to get into what our plans are at Market Hero because I want them to be a surprise and I want people to know what I'm thinking. But it's always evolving into something else too. I think that was kind of a rant, but the answer is no. It's you're not going to see drop shipping get set. You're going to see very unskilled drop shipping get saturated. It's already saturated. If you want to throw stuff up and do a crap drop shipping business, it won't work. Someone said, what's your software code stack? It's JavaScript. I couldn't tell you any more than that. Someone said, Alex, I want to invent/innovate stuff. Is entrepreneurship good for that? I mean, I suppose so. Or you could get an engineering degree and go work at a company where they're inventing and building stuff. I mean, honestly, it's going to be hard for you to invent and innovate stuff without funding as an entrepreneur. I can't really name many entrepreneurs who were able to invent or do anything cool without funding. I mean, there's like Spanx and stuff like that, but the vast majority of people that are inventors, they usually partner with people that can provide funding, or they aren't the CEO of their company, because the CEO has to be based around building the company. Like Steve Jobs wasn't inventing things. He was directing the inventing. Someone said, where's the 30K? It's right there. That's a little bit of a stretch. I made 30K yesterday, just in this one processor. So you asked where that is. Toby Tong says, fuck off. Well, it'd be easier for you to fuck off. So. Someone said, launch a wine with me. Dude, I only do one thing. Market Hero and HCOM. That's what I'm doing. I'm not going to do anything else. I'm not going to invest in real estate. I'm not going to launch a wine. Just not. I only do one thing, or I try to do as little as possible. Launching a wine is the furthest thing I would ever want to do. Someone said, wow, could you show me how to do that? No, I couldn't teach you how to make $30,000 a day. And it'd be very difficult to teach you even how to do $1,000 a day. If you want to learn how to get started though, and you want to learn how to make 500 to let's say 10,000 a month, okay? What we're offering in a special today, if you go to mhlinks.com/Sunday, this is actually a really cool special. Ignore the link, ignore the fact that it says Sunday. But what I'm offering you guys today, if you want to get started, is what is called the Hero Sales Academy, and it has everything I use to build my first multi-million-dollar business and everything I believe you need to build a $5,000 per month business, and you can get it for 14 days for $1, and then it's $9 a month, so less than the price of a Netflix account. And I'm also throwing in nearly $3,000 worth of bonuses. And what you'll get when you go inside is, again, I'm not saying you're going to make $30,000 a day. Okay? I'm going to show you everything that I did to build my first multi-million-dollar business. Let me actually walk you through it. So it's usually $47 a month, but if you pick it up today and you decide to stay, it's $9 a month. So that's like 80% off. So there's the crazy savings right there. But what's going to show you to do, if you go to mhlinks.com/Sunday, or you just go right below this video, links right here, it's going to show you first up how to build your first $5,000 per month business. Again, guys, I want to stress for the sake of transparency and ethics, I'm not saying you're going to make $5,000 a month. I'm going to show you you're going to know everything you need to do that. The work and everything is up to you. This has worked for a lot of people, but I don't know what you're going to do. It took me a year and a half to make any money online. So it shows you step-by-step, first up, how to go from 0 to 5,000 a month, how to make your first product, how to pick your first niche, how to sell your first membership site, and more importantly, how to do it all with free traffic and no major investment. You might have to invest $10 to $40 more to execute on what I'm showing you. I show you how to do it with everything free, though. I show you to do free traffic strategies so you can drive free traffic there. I show you sales skills so you can actually convert that traffic into people buying stuff. I show you to do all the email marketing behind it. I show you all my sales tactics, at least the ones that allowed me to build my first multi-million-dollar business. I show you all the funnels I use. I show you types of sales pitches you can use to keep converting your customers. There's a huge Facebook ads bootcamp. There's a YouTube ads bootcamp. There's step-by-step how to spend very, very little on paid advertising to get huge returns. There's also how to get high-ticket clients. There's even how to do Instagram on there. We actually add new modules every month or so. So if you come in right now and go to that link, you'll get it for $1, and then it's $9 a month. We're also throwing in the black file, which is like some really, really elite level sales tactics and training. We're going to throw in the VMA program, which shows how I've netted 21 million views, not 26 million views on YouTube, and more so how to run advertising to your YouTube channel, which I think is the easiest way to get to 100, 200 bucks a day. We're going to give you a full YouTube and Facebook ad course as well, and a full email and traffic automation suite that you can sign up for there. We're going to give you extended free trials of both of those things inside of there. So, guys, if you're asking like where's the best place to get started, you're really asking me what's a place I can get started for cheap, aka low risk, doesn't take a major investment, it works, and has testimonials. If you look for these things right here, this is the total package. It gives you everything you need to know to start a business. It gives you everything you need to do without any major investment in the course or the business. It's just $9 a month, less than a Netflix account or a single book on Amazon. And real quick, if you're in chat real quick and you've hopped in the HSA and you think it's really good, could you just go and put an exclamation mark in chat, just letting everybody else know it's not a scam. We're not stealing people's credit cards. That's just what stuff people think, and you really should. But can you just put an exclamation mark to let people know that it's badass, my training's awesome, the stuff that's inside there is absolutely incredible? Awesome, guys. Thank you for those exclamation marks. I really appreciate it. So, guys, look, if you're looking for a place to start a business, I'm offering it to you to try for $1 right now. You have a 90-day refund guarantee on any purchase, even the $1 purchase. And the reason why I'm making this offer to you guys right now is because I want to give you the lowest barrier of entry to learn how to build a business. This is everything you need to know to build a $5,000, even $100,000 per month business. Again, this is everything I used. I'm not saying you're going to get those results, but it's everything I used to do that with. It shows you step by step how to do it. You can try it for $1. If you keep it, it's $9 a month, less than your Netflix account. Easy as pie. You have a 90-day refund guarantee on every single charge, and you have tons of testimonials flooding through chat right now. The only catch to this is this deal goes down when the stream is done, so act on it now or don't get it at all, because I'm offering you the lowest barrier of entry you're ever going to get when it comes to starting a business. And if you're not going to swing at this, I don't know what you're going to swing at, so I'm not going to bend over backwards and keep trying to pitch you something that's borderline free. You're getting like $3,000 worth of courses and stuff. Literally, people have paid that amount for those courses for $1, and there's tons of testimonials flooding in telling you it's legit. So you really don't have an opportunity to hang out on the outside. This isn't Market Hero. Awesome. I'm glad hearing our help to you, Simon. So what other questions do you guys have? Someone said, what are some good books to read? Let me pull up my book list, and I'll tell you a few that I think are really awesome. I haven't updated my CSV book list in a bit, and I'm not going to give you guys links to this because I kind of read books based on what I'm doing in my business, and I don't want people to be able to see what I'm thinking on. That's just paranoid. But let me pull up my book list, and I'll tell you a few favorites of mine. So, where's my book list? Okay. So, these are the books that I read in January and February, and I think middle of March this year. So, let me go through the ones that I think that are really sweet. I would really suggest, if you're starting out, the big problem you have is in your mind. I would read Psycho-Cybernetics. I'd read Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. I'd read You Are the Placebo. What I would read, I would also read Principles. Principles is a really good one. That's a really good book. I'd also read the 80-20 Individual. That is a critical book if you're starting off. And I'd also read Think and Grow Rich. I just finished that book and it's really good. Other books that I love that I wouldn't suggest starting off with is Titan. I read tons and tons and tons on John D. Rockefeller. He's my favorite entrepreneur of all time. And I would read Ego is the Enemy. That's a massive one. I mean, getting out of your way, that's the thing that helped me the most in 5Xing my business recently. I would read The One Thing, and I'd also read Good to Great. Those are all really great books I would suggest getting into. And so I've read a lot more books. I need to fill out the CSV with all the other books I've read since March 15th. But that's a pretty good list of books. And yes, I do document every book I read with Cliff Notes so I can revisit it. This hat is itchy. Someone said, send us the book archive. No. Someone said Andrew Carnegie is the best of all time. I kind of think Andrew Carnegie was a bit of a liar. If you read his autobiography of himself and what he actually did, very, very different. And he skims over a lot of things that make him look bad. So, I think later on in his life he was the best, but I mean, like, he really, his view of himself was, and he also was not as disciplined as Rockefeller. So, high score money-wise, Rockefeller won, and I don't like Carnegie as much as, yeah. Have I read The 4-Hour Workweek? Yes. There's a lot of truth in it, but it's misinterpreted by young entrepreneurs who want to work 4 hours a week. You shouldn't have that as your goal when you get started. If you're working 4 hours a week, you probably don't like your business that much. Like, I could not work 4 hours a week. Work-wise, and then just, like, that would be torture. That'd be torture. When I'm on vacation, I hate vacations because I'm not working. So, I think it's just wrong on all fronts. Someone said Ty versus Alex Becker. I don't want to be Ty Lopez. I don't want my main business to be info marketing and education. I want to have a software company that changes how people calculate their numbers and get their marketing data. And I wouldn't be surprised if, like, a year from now, guys, I don't do YouTube and I'm not on social media or even running the ads you guys probably see. Like, my goal is to go completely off the grid and have a software company. Now, I might keep doing YouTube because I enjoy it. I enjoy doing this stuff right here. And don't get me wrong, I make some pretty decent money from, like, my personal brand. But I don't want to be anywhere near Ty Lopez size, you know? Someone said, how do you get started with SaaS? If you don't have $30,000 a month coming in and you don't know how to manage people in your business, you have no business making a SaaS company. Just don't do SaaS. Build a $30,000 per month business at least, and then go start a SaaS company if you want. Someone said, Alex, what do you want out of your life? What are your goals? I want to build, right now, the world's best data and tracking system that allows people to get their data and take action on it. That's what I want to build. I want to build the world's best system there. And the company that I want to build after that, I'm not really sure right now. That's what I want to do. I want to build great things and master my mind. That's what I want out of life. Someone said, what metrics are most important besides revenue when running a SaaS company? It's completely up to your SaaS company. Most SaaS companies, it's churn, but that's it. Are you going to do some motivational videos in the future? I always do. What's my biggest fear? Fear itself. Most fear is irrational, and it poisons your mind and stops you from acting. The easiest way, I think, to get successful is to eliminate all fear and doubt. So my biggest fear is having fear. Whenever I feel fear of poverty or failing, it's 9 out of 10 times ego-based, and it's just a nasty little thing that gets in your mind. So my fear is fear. Someone said, what happened to the goal of life extension tech? I mean, I want to do that, but I don't like throwing around big goals like that. I want to focus on kind of what I'm working on. I'm focusing on my 10-year plan right now. The life extension and game-breaking technology like that, that's like my 30 to 40-year plan. So I'm not really talking about that right now because I don't even have the concrete engineering knowledge or CEO skills to build a company like that. So I'm kind of focused on my 10-year plan right now. Someone said, will HSA give me enough education to help me charge for consulting for local business? It will definitely teach you enough to sell, build sales pages, do email marketing, and run ads for businesses. Yes, it would teach you that. Okay, you might need a little bit more training after that, or you might not. I mean, there's plenty on YouTube to go and build a consulting business. How would you choose which business to commit to 100%? I mean, in the past, I didn't choose a business to commit to, and it was a disaster. I was like trying to build an info business, my personal brand, Spectre, Conquer, SourceWave, Market Hero at the same time, and the result was just all the businesses were just mediocre. So how I chose what to commit to 100%, I chose my team and my people that I like the most. I have the biggest team at Market Hero, and I have the most talented team, and I chose the vision that I understand the most. I know tracking and data and ads very, very well, and I'm very good at that, and so I picked what I'm really good at and that I think I can be best in the world at with our business at Market Hero. Did I have a mentor at the beginning? Yeah, I sort of did, but mentors aren't going to get you there. Discipline and focus will get you there. Does my team all work remotely? We have an office for our engineers, but the rest of the team works remotely. Could AI render social media marketing obsolete? No, if you own the social media company and you're one providing the results. So someone said, Alex, what's the easiest physical product to sell on Facebook ads right now? See, here's the problem if you're going for easy. So you guys always complain about something being saturated or dead. That's not true at all. There's a pyramid, and I've gone through this before on my channel, and at the bottom of the pyramid is what I like to call the swamp of fucktards. And then in the middle of the pyramid is the hard workers, and then in the upper half of the pyramid is unique hard workers, and at the top of the pyramid is freaks, okay? And so 95% of the pyramid right here, if 90% of people were spread out percentage-wise, I'd probably say 90% of them are in the swamp of fucktards who want easy, low work, no risk. Sound familiar? And the reason why you're not going to succeed there is because your competition is literally billions of people. I can't beat billions of people. You have to be the best lazy person on planet Earth. Now, if you get up here, your competition of just hard workers is like 5%. And so if you're just willing to do like really hard stuff, even if it's hard, your competition goes boom, sinks. And then you have people who are willing to do unique stuff, like are willing to have like a unique brand or do unique marketing tactics. And so your competition drops to like 2% of people. And then if you're like doing something that's like really difficult, never been done before, your competition drops to like, I don't even know, where are we at? 7% right now, like 1%. And if you're just a psychopath, I know this doesn't add up to 100%, like works, never stops, dedicates your entire life to everything, your competition's like 0.05%. And so as you go up this pyramid, the easiest way to win is just to be higher up this pyramid and be the person who's willing to sacrifice more. That's why I win. Because I'm willing to sacrifice nearly everything for my business and my purpose. Most of you guys, you don't want to sacrifice anything. You're going to have a really hard time with a mindset like that. So when you ask me what's the easiest thing to do, I love you and I want you to succeed in business. I'm going to tell you it's going to be really hard, because if you're looking for easy, you want to look for hard, because the harder something is, the less people that want to do it. So if you just master the hard thing, you win. Like Henry Ford became this rich guy up here because everything he did was really hard. Building a car that everyone in America could use, insanely hard. There were so many trademarks. Like there was literally a car company that owned the rights to making every car ever in the United States, and like Henry Ford had to go through them, and then he had to find ways to make it cost efficient, and then he had to find a completely new way to do everything when it came to the assembly lines, and he had to do all this stuff that was impossible. Thomas Edison had to fail like 10,000 times before making electricity. So the reason why those guys won is because they just did the hard thing. And so when you ask me, how can I just do the easy thing? It's completely opposite to how success is. So I'm going to tell you right now, don't look for the easiest thing. Go and say, Alex, what's the hardest thing that's a massive pain in the ass to sell right now, but could kill it because nobody else is willing to do this hard thing? And then you're on the right track. Someone said Nikola Tesla invented electricity. No, he didn't. He invented a different type of electricity that was far superior than Thomas Edison's. Someone said, why doesn't Elon Musk focus on one thing? I don't know, but if you're getting into this and you're like, oh yeah, so what I'm going to do to start my business is I'm just going to play to every disadvantage Elon Musk does. You're starting your business assuming that you're Elon Musk, aka you have hundreds of millions of dollars, and it almost destroyed both of his companies, and you're one of the smartest people to ever live, and you were able to bring the best and brightest people in the entire world underneath your business. See, Elon Musk's businesses, they aren't one person. It's not Elon Musk. He has the smartest people in electrical cars ever working for him. He has the smartest rocket engineers ever working for him, and they were funded by billions of dollars. So if you're going to try and operate on the same level as that guy starting off, you're a fool. Like that, talk about setting yourself up for failure. You don't even have all the advantages he does, and you haven't even gotten to how much he's willing to sacrifice and how hard he's willing to work and how powerful his brain is. So, I mean, if you're gonna really make your role model Elon Musk and say, I'm gonna work and do all to make the same decisions Elon Musk does, you better be able to work and fund and find the right people like Elon Musk. You better be able to. Like, if you want to win at business, this is the thing that drives me nuts. So let's look at Tom Brady. Okay, so first off, you look at Tom Brady's regiment, he's the hardest working quarterback ever. But if you want to make sure you win in a league, or you want to make sure you win at something, what's the easiest way to succeed? Is it to assume that you're Tom Brady from step one and not take every advantage? Or is it to assume that you're the worst in the league and you need every advantage possible? See, Winners and successful business people, they take every tiny 1% advantage they can. Losers and people that fail in business, they don't take any advantage. They don't sacrifice anything. And so if you want to go and win, I think you're way better off assuming that you have no skills, you have no natural talent, and taking every micro advantage you can. And if you look at the best coaches in NFL history and the best coaches in basketball history, they weren't the smartest, they weren't the sexiest. They were the people that got every tiny little thing right. Those are the people that won. I forgot the book I just read on this, but it's called The Score Takes Care of Itself, and it's about the San Francisco 49ers coach who took the team from worst in the league, and in 2 years they were one of the most winningest Super Bowl teams of all time. I think they won like 4 Super Bowls or something like that after that. These stats are not 100% accurate. And the way he did it was by going and getting every little tiny 1% advantage he could, like tucking their shirts in and making sure everybody ran their routes to an inch of correction. He took every little advantage and worked harder than everybody else. And so when you come in and say, well, Elon Musk does it, that's great. But if you walk into the league, imagine if he had walked into the room and said, you know what, I'm just going to operate assuming that I'm the best ever day one. He would have never been able to build that team. Black Panther says, I want a Lambo poster like me. Ty Lopez, give it to you. I'm not sure if you're trolling or you're trying to be funny. But I see some people in here who try to insult me on it, and it's kind of like weird because you think that like I'm wrapped up in my car. Like if I define myself by my car, I'd be a pretty low IQ person, don't you think? Someone said, how many billionaires are in this cult? 0. Someone said, for a small loan of $1 million, what online business would you start? I wouldn't take a loan of $1 million. I would build a cash flow business doing consulting or info marketing. And then I would go, actually, I mean, if I had to take a loan of $1 million, I'd do exactly what I do now. I'd create a webinar, I'd create a high ticket product, and I'd spend that millions of dollars sending ad traffic to that product. Okay. Like that, I do the exact same thing I'm doing right now. And then I'd invest that money into a software company that I could flip, hopefully in 5 years, for $200 to $300 million. Do I invest in real? I don't invest in anything, guys. I don't do any other business model. I don't do any other form of investment. All my eggs are in one basket. Someone said, what's my IQ? I'm not sure. IQ doesn't really matter. I mean, of course, if you're really dumb, you're going to have a harder time. But the people that win are the most persistent people who can focus on one thing the longest and work harder at that one thing than anybody else. Like, even if you have an average IQ and you do those things, you're going to know more about that business model and you're going to get more done, and you're going to see things and you're going to get significantly more traction than anybody else out there, regardless of their IQ. There's plenty of people who are pretty dumb, but they're really, really, really good in one area of their life. Someone said, what matters most? Achieving your purpose. Yeah, I know a lot of people that are really smart and they're idiots. And people that think of themselves as smart are really stupid people usually. So you want to find people that think they're idiots. The ones who think they're idiots are the smart people. Someone said, can you make money with this and that? Guys, if you want to get started, I'm telling you, I told you before, like the offer that I'm making you guys on today's call, Hero Sales Academy, it's $1 to try and $9 per month. If you get in any other time, it's $47 per month. You have a 90-day refund guarantee. It shows you how to pick your first niche, how to make your first product, how to get traffic to it, how to do organic free traffic, everything. And then you're getting almost $3,000 worth of bonuses. Just go to mhlinks.com/Sunday, the link right below this video, and try it for $1. You even have a 90-day refund guarantee on that dollar if you want. Okay, we're not going to fight you over a $1 refund. And everything that's in that course shows you everything you need to build a $5,000 per month business. I can't guarantee that result, but it shows you everything you need because I built a $100,000 per month business with all the stuff in that program. And real quick, if you've taken HSA and you think it's amazing and you think it's well worth the $9, less than the price of a Netflix account or a book on Amazon every month, can you just get it put an exclamation mark in chat so people know that it's an awesome program? Because I want to help people get started, and I think this is the easiest, most straightforward program. And the offer I'm giving you right now, it's like borderline free. Awesome. Thank you, guys. Someone says, you think you can moderate my chat? I don't know why we want to moderate the chat. There's nothing too crazy that gets put in chat. I'm not afraid of criticism. So someone says, is consulting the way to go in 2019? You guys, this is another huge mistake you guys make. Okay? A lot of people think your business mode is like you're playing Pokemon. Remember the game where you pick one of your 3 beginner Pokemon? These look like boobies, but let me bunk the line right here. Remember when you were playing Pokemon, you had to pick one of 3 starters? Did the starter you picked at the beginning of the game adjust where you were at the end of the game? No. But people spend so much time weighing over what Pokemon you should pick. Charmander, Bulbasaur, or Squirtle. When at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Just pick something and do it. There was no way to go in 2019. There was no hot thing. If you're looking for the hot thing, eventually it's not going to be hot. Like you must get that, right? You must understand that every business model you pick, if you're picking your business model based on hot, guess what? It's not going to be hot always. You need to be able to survive and win when something isn't hot and easy. If you're looking for easy and low barrier, you're goofy. You need to pick the thing that's hard and consistent. Hard with a huge upside. Hard and risky. If you're looking for the hot thing, a year from now, it's not going to be the hot thing. And if you're trying to survive by in a niche without being talented and being the best at what you do and simply relying on the fact that it's hot, eventually it's not going to be hot because everybody's going to do it. And then you're not going to be able to be successful at it. You have to say, what is the thing I can get good at and be better than anybody else at in 2019 that has proven the work? That's what you must do. What do you guys... Someone said Alex smoked marijuana. Nope, I will not smoke marijuana. That will mess with my head. Someone said no PayPal option. Nope, you need a credit card. Someone said Bulbasaur to Venusaur is weak, though. Yeah, but Venusaur can have... A plant Pokemon have a lot of advantages in a lot of... At the end of the game. You know, there aren't very many good plant Pokemon, so... There. Someone said, why are you wearing a different shirt today? I don't know. Switch it up. How would you sell clothing? I don't know. I've never sold clothing. Am I not selling HCOM? I don't sell HCOM on these live streams. It's a $3,000 program, and I really don't want... I sell the $1 offer. Today I'm making like the lowest ball offer ever because I know a lot of people in this live stream are beginners, and I want to give you a low barrier, no-brainer way to get started. I don't want to infect this live stream with a big value pitch of a $3,000 product. Someone said, what do you think? How to make the right decision when you have too much options or opportunities? That's a personal question. You have to figure out which thing you want to commit to most. And I can't tell you because I don't know you and I don't know what gets you going. What coffee do I drink? Chameleon cold brew. Every morning. These things are amazing. Someone said, any tips on going from 50K to 100K a month? I actually just filmed a video that I'm releasing tomorrow on that. But if you want to go from 50 to 100K a month, like here, what most people are doing when they're going from 50 to 100K a month is their business at 50K a month is all about them. And it's so hard to scale a business when you're the key monster in it. Like if everything comes down to you, it's going to be hard to scale. And you can take it. I took this all the way to 200K a month, but it's so hard. When getting, like, let me show you how HCOM works. So how most people's info businesses work is like they're the teacher, the coach, the advertiser, the pitchman, the salesperson, and they direct a support team. This doesn't work. It's too much. This is why when I see people launching their education businesses and they're trying to scale them up, like I see all sorts of YouTube gurus doing this. How is your course going to be the best in the world if only 20% of your time is focused on the course? It's just not going to be. Because if you're spending all your time focusing on selling the course and making content on YouTube and being famous, you very little of your time is actually spent on the program. So what you must do if you want to scale easily is at HCOM, I'm the CEO, okay? And for example, Devin is the COO, for lack of better words. He focuses on making sure the product works. Like when people come in, they're treated well. Our support team is firing. Our analytics and everything is going well operations-wise. And then Matt, who spends every single day focusing on e-commerce, he's teaching the course. Because the only thing Matt does all day is do e-commerce. That's all he does. And then he reports his findings inside of HCOM. And the reason why our course works and gets so many results is because the person teaching the course is doing the thing that he's teaching. Very few courses, the person teaching the course is doing what they're teaching, because all the person is doing is spending all their time marketing the course. It's kind of weird. But anyways, if you want to scale, the reason why HCOM works so well is because I have another person managing the operations. I have another person managing the course and making sure it works. And my focus as CEO can go completely towards the one thing I'm really good at, which is sales. Okay, and running and building companies. And so if you want to scale, you need to find out what you're really good at and then partner with people who are amazing at filling that need. Okay, HCOM wouldn't work if I was teaching it or something like that. And a consulting business won't work if you're the one doing the consulting and running the consulting. You have to step outside of your company and become a CEO and not work in your company. The book on that, I believe, is, I think, E-Myth Revisited. That's a really good book on this problem. Connor says, how to start a business in an industry you know absolutely nothing about. You go and research the hell out of it, dude. You read every book on it. I'm really interested in AI, and I've read probably 10 books on AI. Like, I can tell you how the code in the scripts and it all work. I can tell you how the people I need to hire to build an AI company. I know all the things about that. Now, I'm not an expert. I'm not a world-class expert, but I know a lot about the AI industry and what other companies are doing and everything that's going on there. And I'm constantly going and digging deeper and deeper into that. So you need to go figure it out. That's what you need to do. Go find CEOs that know what they're doing. Go find companies that know what they're doing. Go find how the people that work in that industry work and the things that are important, and go do all the stuff that they read in the colleges about it. You know, I've read a lot of books, the ones I can manage to read, on nanotechnology and engineering of AI. And again, I can't code AI, anything like that, but I can tell you exactly how it works and what it can do and what it can't do. So someone said I made $7K in a month in my business. Any tips to scale up? Yeah, hire a person to automate your business and focus more on getting more customers. Someone said, is programming a necessity to be learned? No, because if you're programming, you're not spent growing a company. If I was busy, it's the same thing with like HCOM, except it's a little bit easier to understand. Matt teaches in HCOM, and his entire day, his entire focus in life is building e-commerce stores. That's why he's really good at it, because that's all he does. And if I was trying to teach e-commerce and be head of sales in the company, my e-commerce would suck. So at Market Hero, for example, I couldn't be behind the computer coding all day. I need to be leading that company and the team and being the CEO. And so you shouldn't learn how to program if you want to be the CEO, because you don't have time to program. You can't be a good CEO and do your job correctly, which is funding, hiring people, designing the culture of your company. You can't be good at that if you're coding all day. Someone said, how do you keep engineers from stealing your own ideas and starting their own stuff? It's the same reason why I don't go and do their coding for them. The stuff that I know about building a company and growing a company and putting teams together is insanely valuable. Not many people can do it. Not many people can be a CEO and lead companies. Not many people can run ads the way I can. So they could go steal my idea. It wouldn't work. It takes a whole team of people, not just an idea. Ideas don't matter. Someone said, when do you start hiring people on your team for Shopify? As soon as your time is, as soon as you can. Someone said, how do you know what to give away for free so people would sign up for your list? You learn what they want in their heart of hearts and you offer it to them. Someone said, if you started all over again from scratch, what would you do? I would get a job. I'd do consulting for businesses. I'd just hit up businesses and show them what I can do. I'd run ads for them to make some side money. I'd do freelance stuff. And then I'd take all that money from freelance stuff and I'd create an info product or an education program. And around anything. It could be weight loss, investing, cooking. I don't care. I'd find someone who was getting results in an industry and say, hey, I can grow this business for you. I can grow this product. And you make the product. I'll run the ads and marketing. Let's partner up. And then I'd take the money I was making from my job, consulting, and doing freelance stuff, and I'd invest that in ads and I'd grow that business. Then I'd take the money from that business and use it to start a software company that I could exit at $200 to $300 million for, which is literally exactly what I'm doing right now. I do the same exact thing. That's not what you should do, because like, if you're asking if my mind got erased, different story. I would go and learn how to start a one-man business and a cash flow business, and I'd focus everything on that. Someone said, can I sell a fat loss program as a fat dude? Probably if you're not the face of the business, no. I mean, if you're the face of the business and you're fat and you're selling a fat dude program, no, you're probably not going to work. There's plenty of fat people that sell weight loss, though. Someone said, how to start a one-man business. You need to understand how the business should be structured and work. And if you want to understand how to build that business, go to the link right below this video. You can pick up the Hero Sales Academy, which literally is everything you need, plus over almost $3,000 worth of bonuses if you go by all the past prices of those products. It shows you how to start the business, how to build your first product, how to get people there for free, how to turn those people into customers, exactly how to email those customers to get them coming back and buying more, the funnels to build, the pitches, Facebook ads, YouTube ads. There's a program in there that we're throwing in, the VMA program, that you're going to get for free today. It's $197 on its own. It shows you how I generate so much traffic off YouTube. We're going to give you a Facebook ads and YouTube course. We're going to give you advanced sales course. This is the black file. We're giving you a traffic generation tool suite, so you can go and get the traffic, all for $1. And if you want to keep it after 14 days with a 90-day refund guarantee, it's $9 a month, less than the price of a Netflix account or a book on Amazon. And I guarantee there's way more training in here with more benefit than just a single book on Amazon. So if you want to know where to get started and you want to start a business, but you don't want to go and risk a single dollar with a 90-day refund guarantee to get, I would say, 20 to 30 hours worth of training on exactly how to start a business, I don't know where else to tell you to get started. I could tell you to watch free YouTube videos or read a few books on Amazon, but this is way better. And it's $1 and then $9 a month. And so if you're debating over your Netflix account or this, you really don't want to start a business, don't you think? So this goes down after the stream is done. You have it during the stream. After that, it's done. That's it. How many employees work at Market Hero? I'd say close to 30. We have contractors going in and out, so that number's not exact. Someone said, why don't I invest in real estate? Have you ever invested in real estate? I own $500,000 in real estate property, and not including my house or anything like that. $550,000 actually, and it's a massive distraction. I rent it out to a construction company right now, and distraction. So, like, there's no reason not. I can invest my money back in my company and get way better returns. The bigger question is, why not invest in what's working for you, and why invest in real estate? I could understand once you have like $100 million and if you want to reinvest that to make 10% properly, 10% back. But managing a real estate investment company is not something that you can just do passively without any shits given. You're going to lose all your money. KFC or Popeyes? Man, KFC sounds good, but I won't eat that stuff. Someone said, how can I earn money from my phone? You don't have a PC? Get a job, get a PC. Sorry, that's probably not the answer you want to hear. Marble says, what if those contractors are leaking secret MH info, other mailing companies? Well, one, I'm not a moron, so I don't give people like my PayPal account. And two, if I'm hiring people that I think are going to be leaking info, I'm messing up right there. And in three, the question is, are you making $100,000 a month from your business? So your biggest problem right now that you're thinking about, as I guarantee in your business, you're probably thinking, what if this bad thing happens? What if this bad thing happens? What if this bad thing happens? All I focus on is what if this good thing happens? So I move forward. Your biggest problem in your business right now isn't the fact that someone might steal your fucking idea that hasn't made any money. Your problem is your fucking idea isn't making any money. So go make money and stop worrying about what ifs or what if this might happen or if this thing. Shit's gonna break and shit's gonna go wrong. That's part of building a business. You should anticipate it and plan for shit to go wrong. So when I'm thinking about the future of my business and you ask me these what ifs or what if this bad thing happens, my thing is I hedge my bets. My business isn't super fragile. I've got money in the bank to cover problems. I can go for a while if my business goes down. I can go for years if my business takes a hit. I hedge my bets. You're not going to predict every problem that's coming your way. And sitting around only thinking about tiny little what-if problems is a waste of fucking time. I'm sorry to get a little bit rambunctious with that answer, but I hate when people ask, oh, is my business set up correctly? You can figure out how to set up your business super correctly when it's making money. Stop worrying about your turd that isn't making any money being completely down to the T set up without any risk. Hedge your bets. If you're worried about risk, save up some damn money so if you take a hit, you can shrug it off and keep going. That's my answer to that. What if someone's leaking your stuff? If someone leaked the information about my business, it wouldn't matter because the thing that makes my business successful, especially at Market Hero, is the team and how fast we move and my mind and the way we focus on things. It's not the idea. What do you find funny or hilarious these days? Honestly, what I've been doing recently is I've just been studying fraudsters and scammers, honestly, because I find it very interesting and I like looking at how people's ego makes them fail. Because it's very easy to become a charlatan if you're in business. It's very easy. And so what I do is I've been studying Enron and Theragen and the 2008 collapse and like Bernie Madoff and all sorts of pieces of shit from history. And then I like to go and watch those and figure out what made these people do these bad things and become such liars. And then I like to go and watch people online that I know are liars because then I can see that they're lying. That's what makes me laugh and smile right now. So I've been reading lots of books on liars and scammers and fraudsters and how they do it. And it's very important, too, that you recognize that because it's so easy to start sacrificing value and integrity for profits or gain. It's so easy to do that. It's so easy to do it with your mind. It's such a slippery slope. Like Enron or Theragen didn't start as scams. They started as legitimate companies that wanted to do something, and slowly they got more obsessed with their stock price and their valuations, and they suddenly stopped doing the thing that makes them great companies. And especially with a company, I own an education company and a software company. It's very easy. You see people do it all the time and slip into hiding shit and being dishonest. And so I want to understand dishonesty, and that's what makes me laugh. Real Dance Hall of Fame says his chat seems to be full of rookies. I mean, that's 90% of people. That's 95% of people in business. Like, what's wrong with being a rookie? Everybody has to start their business. What I don't get is entrepreneurs who are making like $10,000 a month or not even doing that much money and call people rookies. Like, when I wasn't making much money, I called people rookies because I was an insecure little bitch and I wanted to feel superior to other people. So despite not really being that successful, I looked down on other people that were literally not that far below me. Like, if you're making 10K a month, you're really not that far from being a rookie. So I don't know what you're doing, but like 99% of people, 95% of people are rookies. And I'm doing this stream to help rookies because I wish that I could have had someone tell me these things when I started. So I think it's good to be a rookie because everybody starts as a rookie. So all the crazy and goofy questions you think that are dumb, these are questions people ask because they want to change their lives. So if you're looking down on people that want to change their lives, you're kind of pathetic. So don't say stuff like that. Say this is full of people that want to change their lives and get started. Yeah, like if you're so smart, why are you here? No one's better than anybody, just people have been doing stuff longer. Do you know your debt to sales ratio? I don't have any debt. Like I every single day, every single day I go and pay off. I run all my businesses through a debit card. I don't rack up business debt. And personal debt, I literally like take a lot of pride in having $0 on my Amex right now. I pay everything off and I actually analyze all the money I spend every single day. Like I haven't always been like this, but on my Amex, like I literally try to only spend like $500 a week. I'm weird. I'm like, I want to be super frugal. How do you use a credit card personally? I would use them for ads, but it's so easy and so tempting to ignore your credit card bill and let it go upwards. Like I've done that. Like I had like at one point through our ads and everything, like just $200,000 in credit card bills. When I had the money to cover it laying around, I just wanted to keep the money in my bank account. And so credit cards can be really tempting. And so if you're using a credit card, you need to pay it off every day. Like I have like a chart that I'm building right now that tracks how much money I spend every day. And so like I go back and look through my stuff and like I want to spend very little money. That's how you master it. You don't spend it wasting time on stuff. Or wasting it on silly stuff. Someone said, hey, Alex, I'm working with 10K capital right now. With that capital to start, how long would it take to get 10K net per month with your tactics? I don't know, man. It could take you years. It could take you a month. I've seen either or. I don't really know you. So to tell you it's going to take you a month would be completely dishonest and unethical. I'll tell you everything that I do and what I did. And if you have 10K capital, I would say either invest that in HCOM so you can get really good coaching and training and join a community of people, or save that and spend it on eating and paying your rent, keep your job, and work 3 hours a day, hard as you can. Or actually, since you have 10K, get some really cheap rent, dude. Go live somewhere where you can spend $500 a month on rent, $500 a month on food. Boom, you have 10 months just to focus on your business. If you focus really hard, you're going to make it. Do I ever get loans? No, I've never taken a loan. I don't take any VCs. I don't do that. I fund my own businesses. Someone said how to vet business partners. They have to have the same vision and be willing to work. You have to find people that are better than you. If your business partner, if you're smarter than your business partner, they're going to let you down. They need to be better than you, and you need to be able to not live without them. And then you need to be able to recognize charlatans. I've partnered with many a charlatans in businesses on accident. It's so easy when you're a beginner because you don't know how to, you trust everybody. And most people are full of shit and liars. So you have to be super skeptical. Someone said, do you still play video games? I don't. I wish I did. They're a lot of fun. Someone said, how to avoid partnering with fakes? Study fakes. Study liars. Just study them. Someone said, how do you deal with sales anxiety? You have to find something that's... there's all sorts of things you can do, but in the end of the day, you have to find something that is so important to you that you're willing to deal with the anxiety. If you don't want to do a sales call because you're scared, you obviously don't really want to be successful at what you're doing that badly. Like, there's been a lot of things I've done that make me uncomfortable, like speaking on stage or doing sales calls and stuff like that. And the reason why I did them wasn't because I had some magic haiku I told myself or some secret strategy to work myself up. The reason why I did it is because what I was doing was so important to me that I was willing to be uncomfortable. That's really the secret to everything, I feel like. There's all sorts of books and stuff you can read on how to motivate yourself, but if you know what you want and it's very important to you, you're going to do things that make you uncomfortable. Someone says Market Hero the same as MailChimp? No. Market Hero targets people that spend a lot of money on advertising, and MailChimp targets beginners. Do I want to upgrade to a Bugatti? No, man. I mean, what's the point? What's the point of like getting a car if you're always looking for the next best thing? Because even if you buy something and you're looking next best thing, like you're not going to have any happiness from it. A Lamborghini Aventador is my favorite car ever, and I wanted it since I ever got started. And I think the only car I'll probably be buying, I want to get Rachel a Rolls Royce. Not anytime soon, but I'd like to get her one of those, like a nice Wraith. And, but I'm not spending too much time thinking about cars. If I was going to get another car, I'd probably just get another Aventador and replace my current Aventador. Someone said, do you think it's possible to build a $100 passive income in 6 months? I think it's possible to do it in a week. I've seen it done all the time. Do you study the founder of MailChimp and how he grew his business? Not as much as I should, but I've studied them a bit, and they're very smart men. Someone said, do you see chatbots influencing digital marketing? I do, but I don't see... You need to understand exactly how it's going to influence your business and how it's going to grow your business before you commit to it. A lot of people see the next big thing like podcasts or chatbots or Instagram popping up, and they see everybody else do it, and the only reason they do it is because everybody else is doing it. And that's really dumb, because if you do something mediocrely, it's not going to grow your business. So you need to know exactly how something is going to grow your business and where the ROI is in it, and it's the best possible thing you can be focusing on, and then go all into it. Someone said, thoughts on ConvertKit, MailChimp, active campaigns. My goal at Market Hero and what we're doing right now is to be totally different than those companies. My only thought is, how can I not be like them? That's it. Someone said, Illuminati, how do you make freelance businesses look good when you have no experience? You gain experience and you work really fucking hard to be really fucking good at what you do. That's it. Like, there's no easy answer. Like, if you don't have any experience, you're not good at anything. You work so fucking hard that you're the best at something. Like how do I play college basketball if I don't have any experience? You practice your ass off, dude. You practice your ass off. Someone says Ty Lopez is my favorite entrepreneur. I like Ty. He's a nice guy. He's not even in my top 100 favorite entrepreneurs. I only have a top 10 though. So Ty's a great guy, though. Ty's awesome. But he's not he's not even in my top 10. But my top 10 is, like, ridiculous. And my top 10 is not even all entrepreneurs. So someone said, can I be an affiliate of Market Hero? Yeah, you just go to the page. On Market Hero, it's at the very top of the site. If you want to affiliate Market Hero, it's literally right here. Click it and pow. And there you go. You can make money promoting Market Hero. My top 10 would be John D. Rockefeller, Jeff Bezos, Warren Buffett, Gandhi, Steve Jobs, Henry Ford, Trump, just because holy moly, look what that guy's done. Abraham Lincoln, Napoleon, Seneca, Thomas Edison, Benjamin Franklin, Carl Icahn, Peter Thiel, and Ray Dalio. Those are the people that I would like to emulate the most. Dude, someone said I look ripped. Dude, fasting and working out, it works. Elon Musk is great, but I don't think he's. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. And there isn't really. The other thing I look at is, like, there isn't that much reading to be done on Elon Musk. You can't learn too much about Elon Musk. You can learn a lot about those guys. Would you take an investor? No, I don't need any money. Do I know the code? I do not. What does your diet look like? I eat... Someone said, was Edison a C word who electrocuted animals for sake of marketing? He also faked a lot of his results for the longest time and took investors with false promises. He did a lot of screwy things. I don't respect him for that. I do respect him for his ability to constantly push forward and keep inventing new things and just do whatever it takes. I don't think that's the best thing to do with whatever it takes, but I do respect him for that. He was also egotistical. He had Tesla working for him, who made a better form of energy. And he basically blew it with electricity. He released a form of electricity that was not nearly as good as Tesla's. And because he was too egotistical to listen to someone below him at his company, Tesla left the company and then went and invented AC, DC electricity. And I believe that's what it was. I might have messed that up. And then because he had no experience in business with his partner, JP Morgan took all of it. So JP Morgan just basically got the whole benefit of electricity. So... Someone said Edison is just like Theranos, except he didn't get caught. That's the only difference, honestly, in some examples. So some people are like, Gandhi was a racist, and Edison did this, and this person had this fault. If you're sitting around ignoring everything that is, every tiny fault, every fault a person has, if you take 99% of what's super beneficial and ignore it because of 1%, you're a fool. And I see people do it all the time. They're like, this person right here, he annoys me in this way, so I'm gonna ignore everything. You're drawing black and whites, and if you think in black and white, you're gonna miss everything. And you're gonna believe in things that aren't correct, and you're gonna ignore things that are correct because you're so damn stubborn at focusing and thinking that you're the smartest person in the room. If you're on this live stream, including me, guess what? You're probably not the wisest, smartest person on planet Earth. So maybe you should just shut up. Stop having strong opinions and just look for truth and what you can take away and benefit from. And that list of people, if you're looking at like Gandhi and you're ignoring everything that Gandhi thinks and did and how he got 200 million people to mobilize and become more powerful than any politician or the entire British establishment in India, and you think because he might have been racist in some regard that you're going to ignore everything he said, you're a fool. You're an egotistical, black and white, blind fool. You should stop that. Because you think you're really fucking smart. And you're not. I'm not that smart. Like, if you're on this live stream and you're not making $50,000 a month and you aren't, like, you don't consider yourself a thought leader in anything, or you're not really that good at anything, and you think you're the smartest person in the room, good enough to ignore what, like, Gandhi would think, you have an ego the size of the moon. I can only imagine what would happen if you came into money. Someone said Trump is hated as president, but people ignore his business. Why would you ignore what Trump is doing as president? The man single-handedly, I'm not saying good or bad on his presidency or his businesses. The man has single-handedly defied reality over and over and over again. Whether you want to see it's because he was a scammer or a fraud, he literally, through force of will and strategy, took down the entire Republican establishment, took down the Clintons, became, despite every negative thing being said about him in the news, became president. If you're not going to sit back and be like, how did that person do that? And how can I learn how to do that in parts of my life? You're a fool. You're just a fool. Like, if you're just going to be like, oh, I think he's annoying, but you're not going to see exactly how he's become the most powerful man on earth and taken down the most powerful political dynasties in America, the Clintons and Obama and the Bushes, in 2 years. You're not going to learn from that. You're not going to say that's what did he do there? Because if you can understand how to do that, you're gonna be pretty good at controlling people. Someone said, do I offer one-time phone call meetings? You can join my Black Card Mastermind. It's $36,000. Someone said, how did you meet Rachel? Through a dating app. And then how does she handle my madness? Because she's a saint. Someone said, do you know you're a personality type? Yes, I'm an INTP. Do you like or love all business and aversion what you do? Or is it necessary? I love everything I do. And I constantly try and figure out what I love and how I do it. I'm not a master of everything, and I don't know everything. Marble says that she's not a saint. You're just rich and successful. Dude, my net worth's only like $17 million. If Rachel wanted to go and get, like, Rachel's a beautiful girl, and she's got a cool-ass personality, she's really smart. Rachel's, like, the people that, like, have asked Rachel on date are, like, top Cowboys players. And, like, if she wanted just money, there's plenty of, like, 100 millionaires that would take her out and cover all of her shit. So, like, if you're so desperate to say that, like, if you think that the only reason why women would go for a guy is money, you're going to have a lot of trouble finding good women in your life. And you're going to do very poorly with money, with women, because you're only going to attract women that are interested in money. And so, yes, you're going to, if you were to be as successful as I am, you'd end up with a gold digger because you have no quality. You are so focused. You don't think anyone can have enough quality, or you think people only care about money. And you're just ignoring, like, straight facts. Like, if she wanted money, she could just go date someone who's far richer than I am. Or far more famous than I am. I'm not even famous or that rich. So, like, if I can't do it, how are you going to do it, dude? Like, if your requirement to meet a cool girl who's good looking is having a $17 million net worth, you're gonna have a lot of trouble, dude. And that's just according to Google. I don't know what my net worth is. You could literally argue my net worth is zero. So someone said 17 million is chump change. It kind of is. It's not a lot of money. Someone said, who's running your SEO? We just don't do SEO. Marble, you say, when I started making money, even people who I thought were good to me became ass-lickers. You sound like a really insecure dude. I agree that people will treat you a tad differently or do that, but it's just because you have shitty people in your life. I've never had that problem with my friends, and I've never had that with my girlfriend. And that's while giving my friends and family and girlfriend nothing. So it seems like you attract the wrong people in your life, and you're very insecure. I don't do SEO because it's just not a good use of my time. Someone said, approximately how much do you earn in a month? And I mean, don't ask me. I'll just show you. And let's do March 1st to March 31st. So on this one processor, I did $1 million cash. And then in our other PayPal account, I think we did 350,000. And then in our other processor, we did, I think, 140,000. So that's like 1.4 to 1.5. And then I spent $550,000 on ads. And let's see, last month, how much did I spend on ads? I spent $552,000 in ads. So, and then I have a staff hard cost of about $100,000 a month. So if you want to calculate my income, there you go. That's it. Someone said if you talk the talk, you have to walk the walk. That's exactly why. If I'm on here talking to you guys about building a business and I can't show you my numbers, that's charlatanism. So, and like nobody does that because most people are full of shit. Star Wars trailer. I'm not really excited about the next Star Wars. I think they killed it. And Kathleen Kennedy is still in charge, and they haven't changed anything. And so, I mean, honestly, just Star Wars is just, I'm not very excited about it. How do I handle taxes? I have a tax accountant. Someone said, do you need YouTube authority to make auto webinars work, you think? No, not at all. Not 0%. The guy who has the best converting, one of the best webinars on, I know 4 people. All right, Sam Ovens webinar does way over $1 million a month. Has almost no YouTube following. Russ Ruffino, way over $1 million a month. No following on social media really. Andrew Argue of taxconsulting.com. You probably don't even know that guy is way over $1 million a month. Russell Brunson has almost no YouTube following. Way over $1 million a month. Ty Lopez doesn't even get any views on his videos anymore on YouTube. Way over $1 million a month. Yeah, Matt says Revan is the best Star Wars character. It truly is. I think a Knights of the Old Republic movie would be amazing, but I think Disney would ruin it. They don't even understand Luke Skywalker. How the heck are they going to understand a character like Revan? It's just not going to happen. Do you know people who make $10 million? I think the richest person I've met personally and have consistently talked to is Russell Brunson. Yeah, so I think Russell's probably worth like 200, 300 million or something right now, maybe even more than that. And then Sam Ovens, I think one of his businesses does like, I don't know his numbers, but I know he's in multi 8 figures. Someone said, why is that? Because they only use paid traffic. It's because paid traffic is how you scale. Someone said, what about Khan Mirza? Honestly, I don't really know what the deal is with Khan Mirza. A lot of stuff that's come out about that guy just doesn't add up. So I don't consider, like, until he clearly is able to, I know a lot of friends and I know a lot of good people that worked with him, and they're saying some really bad things. And so until there's any defense whatsoever, like if you guys said, Alex, you don't make any money, you don't have a high net worth, I can just do this. It's not hard for me to prove that I have a successful business. But there's a lot of bad things coming out that I've read, and none of those things are making any sense. And if he had a $500 million net worth, it'd be very easy for him to show it. So I'm not saying he does or he doesn't. I'm just saying, like, I don't really know what's going on over there, and it's all just pretty kooky to me. So, yeah. That's all I'm going to say about that. I don't know enough about it to make any things, and I'm not going to say anybody's this or that without incredible amounts of evidence. I'm just saying I don't really do that. I would have to say Russell Brunson's the most successful person I know, guaranteed as successful as he is. Someone said nip slip. Thank you for that one. Someone said, fix your mobile menu on your personal site. Alex, why? I don't even use my personal site. Why would I be focusing on my menu on my personal site that I don't even use? Someone said, Alex Becker, what are your honest thoughts on no-fat? My thoughts are, I don't have any opinions on how you masturbate, dude. If you want to diddle yourself in your free time, go for it. It's not. Don't come on the internet asking me whether you should play with yourself. I see that question every single time. Okay, guys, so I'm going to wrap it up now. I'm a bit tired. I'm going to go work on some other things. So, guys, here's the deal for today. You guys have been asking multiple times, where's the best place to get started? And I'm giving you the best opportunity ever, but it's down when the stream is down. So here's the deal, guys. If you're interested in, where is it? Did we lose the Kajabi page? There we go. If you're interested in the best place to get started, go below this video. There's a link to mhlinks.com/Sunday. And via that link is a link to an insane deal right now where we're going to give you a $47 per month program for $1, let you try it for $1, and then you can keep it for as low as $9 forever if you want, low as $9 per month. And so that's like an 80% discount. And as every charge is a 90-day refund guarantee. So there's absolutely no way you even lose here. We're also going to give you nearly $3,000 worth of bonuses based on what the products have sold for in the past. And so when you come inside, if you're looking for the best place to get started, we're going to show you step by step exactly everything you need to build your first $5,000 per month business. Now, I can't guarantee you're going to get those results. It took me a year and a half to get results online, but I will show you everything I did to build that business into a multi-million-dollar business. So inside of here is everything you need to go to get from beginner to $5,000 per month. Everything you need to know to go and get people to your site for free, everything you need to know to convert those people, how to follow up with them and increase the ROI you get from those people, every type of sales pitch you could possibly use, and also the sales pitches I use to build a multi-$100,000 per month business, all the funnels, how to do Facebook advertising, how to do YouTube ads, literally everything you could ever possibly want to know. You're also going to get the VMA program, which shows you how I've generated over 21 million views on YouTube, built up all my following. You're going to see you're going to get into the black file, which shows you a lot of my advanced sales tactics. You're going to get a full Facebook ads and YouTube bootcamp course, and you're also going to get a traffic automation suite and free access to Market Hero on a free trial. That's literally everything you could totally need to build your online business or get started. And so if you're looking for a place to get started, guys, this is the cheapest place. It is also the total package. It also works. Real quick, if you're in chat, could you just give me a quick exclamation mark if you jumped inside of HSA, you think it's awesome, it's totally cool, just to let people know that it's a legit thing and they're going to learn a whole lot and you would suggest that they join in. And you definitely want to find something that has testimonials. So just give me an exclamation mark if you would suggest this to other people's. And there we go. Thank you for all the exclamation marks, guys. I really do appreciate that and you guys sticking up for the product. So, guys, if you're looking for the best place, the best time to start, this deal is insane. You can get it for $1 with a 90-day refund guarantee and then keep it $9 a month for life. That's less than the price of a Netflix account or a book on Amazon. It's the total package. It's everything you need to start a business. You don't need to buy anything else right now if you want to keep it at the $5,000 per month level. And it works. Look at all the people hitting exclamation marks in chat. There's testimonials that were coming in. You're not going to see all this stuff in one place at this type of deal anywhere else. Just telling you, like, please, if you can find any place where you're getting offered all this stuff for $1, seeing tons of testimonials and getting the total package, by all means, that's great, but I don't think you can. So that's it, guys. That's going to be the deal for today. I'm going to close it up at that, and this deal ends when the stream goes down online. So that being said, guys, hey, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I had a ton of fun hanging out with you guys. Thank you for all the questions, and thank you for giving me a little bit of your time. I really appreciate it, and I'm honored to be able to talk to all you guys and help you out. So I'll see you probably tomorrow. I'm going to upload a video on YouTube, and I'll probably do another live stream next week if I have time. So I'll see you guys then. Take it easy.